Hi, hello everybody. Welcome to our live chat. I hope you're having a marvelous Thursday. And yeah, we're going to start airbrushing. So I think what we're going to do, and by the way, I'm Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminous. And I think what we're going to do till the end of the, till the Christmas holidays is do what we did yesterday. I'm going to go through how to put on the makeup using, airbrushing, color cosmetics, everything. Hello, Donnie. Hey, Briley. Hey, Gloria. But I think it's beneficial. Hello, LA. I think it's beneficial to go all the way through with airbrushing, and then in the 11 o'clock, I'm going to put on lashes. Because I know that, hey, Miriam, I know that a lot of people are going to be adding lashes to your makeup look for the holidays. And I want you to be able to put them on because I get this a lot. And people are like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. So I'm going to show you over and over again how to do it and how easy it is. Yes, it is. Super easy that you can sing while you do it. Thank you, Don. Good morning, Angela. All right, so today I already have my, I actually used the Kinetic Brightening Serum because I had them. And so I used that instead of the AM just because I'm switching it up. So my face is primed, ready to go. I think I will use the, we know that I love the buff. Like that's a given. I use it. But I want to do different stuff. So let's go in. I want to do different things. Oh, I'm going to fade out. Hold on. I know I had more concealer in here because I looked at it earlier. Ah, there it is. Hold on. It's over here. Did I fade out? Nope. Okay. Okay. All right. So I actually have Buff, Ecru, and I think this is Tawny. So I'm going to do something a little different. Hello, Shelly. Hello. This isn't something I normally do, but I want to show you what different options. So let's say you have a function to go to, a party, and you want to be done up. So those of you, and there are people out there that like that makeup look. Now, let me back up by saying Airbrush is going to give you a natural look, but you can get a natural look with full coverage, okay? So I can get full coverage with Airbrush makeup, but some people like that made up look. Do you know the difference between full coverage and that what I call a beat face, where it looks like you do have makeup on? So it's kind of with Luminous, it's really a happy medium, because if you like that makeup look, over time, it's going to make you look older. It's going to settle into wrinkles and crinkles, all of that, okay? So I'm going to use our concealers. I'm going to use it for contouring. I'm going to use it for coverage. But because our products are so highly made, that you're not going to have a lot of the issues that you would with regular traditional makeup. Does all that make sense? I hope so. Say jingle bells if it does. All right, so I'm going to start out, and I'm going to use 3 different concealers just to show you the different uses of them. So I'm going to start out with the Buff, which is similar to a peach color corrector. I don't have a mirror. Make sure you have a mirror. And make sure you have good lighting. That's another important thing. All right. Yeah, our concealer, the traditional concealers are really good, guys. All right, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use Buff. All right. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you. Yay. It's making sense. Okay. So I'm using the peach color correct. Well, it's not peach color corrector, but it's the buff that's similar to a peach color corrector on my lids because my lids are a little dark. Oh, good. So the ones that you'll use mainly are peach and green. Green's going to take away the redness. Peach is going to take away like brown spots, dark circles, things like that. Bailey, if you're trying to fully understand it, print out a color wheel. Search the interwebs and just put color wheel and print that bad boy out. And then you'll see a full color wheel. So whatever your issue is, the color across from it is how it will correct it, how it cancels it out, okay? Or if you have a peach color corrector or a green color corrector, what's across from it is why you use it, okay? So that's, I could get it straight in my head, but until I saw it visually on a piece of paper, that helps me tremendously. All right. There we go. Eyelids corrected. Now, I'll probably want to powder very, very lightly just to set it. Now, why do I need to set it? I need to set it because it is a cream-based product. So I'm going to get my powder brush. Oh, perfect. Perfecto. Now, Bailey, if you're using our color correctors in Airbrush, just know that a little bit goes a long way. So especially the green, if you're using the green, you don't want the person or you to look green. So just make sure to spray super light. You can also spray a drop of your foundation in with the green. Yes, Shelly, exactly. All right. So I powdered that lightly. Like I put it in the powder, knocked it off, and then just lightly swept it on the lid. All right, so now I'm going to do underneath, and I'm going to change things up and use Ecru. Now, the other thing I would have you notice is that I'm doing one eye at a time. Our concealers are not going to allow any movement. So if I put it on this side, but work on this side first, it's going to be hard to move that. And especially underneath the eyes, I want to make sure that I'm super gentle. And as you can tell, I'm just like tapping the concealer. And foundation color correctors. Yay! All right. So there we go. That's blended in. Now you can tell it's a lot lighter, but I'm not necessarily worried about that right now because I am going to airbrush over it, but I'm getting the lightness around my eye. I also, hello, Jennifer. I also like being a more mature woman. I like our doe foot because the doe foot does have a flat edge. It also allows you to get the product on. But I've tried some other concealers that have the big doe foot, and you end up putting too much on, and then it's going to make you look older. So I like being able to have that option of just putting a little on. I can even use the side of the doe foot. And that way I'm not adding more layers than I need to because of the applicator. All right. Now, my nose is always red, so I'm going to get some on my nose. And again, going in, powdering, just to help it not crease, to set it. Powder is going to set any cream base, okay? So that's 2 concealers down. Now I'm going in with Tawny. Do I have the darker one? Oh, here it is. I might use I don't know. Let's try tawny first because I am a lot lighter than normal. And I'm going to use that to contour. Lindsay, did I say good morning to you, girl? If I didn't, good morning. All right, so I'm going in, I'm blending that. Yeah, I'm going to go with the darker one. So now I'm going in with Java. And I'm going to blend that in. Now, right now, it might be an extreme. You're like, Heather, I don't know about that. Guys, remember, I still have to airbrush over me. And a lot of times especially when you're first starting out, adding that blush, adding that highlighter, or contouring even, you might want to do it first and then airbrush over it, because the airbrushing is going to help blend everything. Now, just for consistency, I'm still going to go in with tawny and blend that first. These little baby hairs. Hello, Melinda Hildebrandt. All right, so I'm just tapping that. Hello, Kim Fairbanks. Did I say happy Thursday? Oh, yay, Donnie got her new cut palette. It's always fun when new products come in. Now, that's a good natural contour. And so so let me back up. If you're interested in contouring, but maybe you haven't contoured before, go about 2 shades darker than your foundation. If you have been contouring, then you can kind of go a little bit, I don't want to say severe, but a little deeper and do maybe 4 shades darker. You can kind of play with it and see what you like. This pop-up keeps coming up. Yeah, when those, Dawn's talking about a photo that popped up on our Facebook feed. Isn't it funny? They're now doing that, the 10-year challenge where you post a picture 10 years ago from now. It should make, if you're now airbrushing, it should make a huge difference. Because I've seen the airbrushing and not airbrush, and it does make a difference. All right, so now I have some contour on, and I'm set. Linda says she learned to put blush on first. It was too dark and pigmented, but it's perfect with the foundation on top. Linda, I talked about it for years, and I was like, oh, y'all could do that. And then I did it one time, and even somebody who has been airbrushing for a while, I like it better just because it is a softer look. If you haven't tried our blush or you're new to Luminous, our blush, God love it, is super high pigmented. So if you put more than 2 drops, yeah, you'll look crazy. So we don't want that. And so make sure to do 2 drops only, airbrush, bum, 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 and then airbrush the foundation over it, because it does help blend everything. So that's good. All right. So now, let me put that guy up. I'm going to go in with my shade 3. I already have my concealer on. I already have my airbrush on. Now, the only other thing, you know what I could do is go ahead and do my eyes. Because we can. Linda says I use 1 drop of blush. Yep. See, it depends on how, like, there are people out there that love blush and they're going to use it. I'm going to use the Nude and Naughty. And it's learning what you prefer. So You can do 2 drops of blush, but then maybe you add a drop of love in it or a drop of your foundation to make it a little bit easier. All right, what colors do I want to use now? Let's go more natural so I can wear maybe lips that pop. Linda's like, I learned that trick from you. Yay! I like knowing that people are listening. All right, I'm now going in. I'm going to get my blending brush. Blending brush, where art thou? There it is. All right, so I got my blending brush. Miriam likes the bronzer. Miriam, do you like the shimmer bronzer or the matte bronzer? I like the shimmer too. The shimmer on the eyes is really good, or you even using it as blush is really good. All right, so I'm going to go in with, I'll go in with a medium brown. Let's try this one first. And do it on my crease. It's a very light, it's a medium brown, but more on the lighter side. Like I could probably contour with it. Very neutral. And so I'm going to go just going back and forth. Now, depending on your eye shape, you might not want to go all the way in. So if you have smaller eyes, just remember that darkness is going to shut down the eye. Lightness will open it up. So if you need to keep it this way, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to keep it there. And now I'm going to grab my flat eyeshadow brush. And let's use, with 36 colors, there's a lot to choose from. I love this palette. Let's use, do I want to use the shimmer or matte? I don't know. Let's use this one. It's like an amber color. It has a shimmer to it. And I'm going to pat that right on the lid. I need my closer upper. Well, Marissa says, I got a lot to try that's new. Marissa, just take your time, girl. It's fun. I like that color, though. I was saying hello and went to another color. Hello, Monica. Monica. So I'm just pounding that color in. I really like, it's like it almost looks like the bronze shimmer, almost like amber, like it's a deeper brown, but still neutral, which I like. And then now for underneath, thank you. I'm going to go to a little bit darker brown, and I'm still using the eyeshadow. I like using eyeshadow. You can wet any of our eyeshadows and make them a little creamier. However, I like using eyeshadows because it's a lot softer on the eye. And I do like it soft and thicker liner, where I can kind of smudge it out. Like that. Right there. All right. Now, because I know I'm going to put lashes on, and I have a hair right here that went from the brush, I'm just swiping that off. I know I'm going to put lashes on, so I know I can maybe step it up a little bit more. But also, and that's just me, knowing that you're putting lashes on will, with this look, will still give you a little more drama. But me being me, I like drama. So I'm going to go in with a smaller blending brush and go in with the dark brown in the Nude and Naughty palette and just pop up, just put the makeup right there. I'm going to go back and blend, but I'm just getting the product on. And now I can come back with my bigger blender and smooth that out a little bit more. I'm not picking up the brush. I'm leaving it right there and almost making a V shape. Like when I brush, it never leaves my eye. But see how just that little bit of brown makes it a little, because I'm adding a matte right in that crease, right in that outside crease. Now I do see how this is your thought process, okay? See that sharp edge, that cut, that like you can see where it stops? We don't like that. We like it more blended. I don't want to get too smoky of an eye, so I'm not going to blend that with black or the brown, the dark brown. I'm going to go back to this crease color that I first used, that medium brown, and blend that out, okay? So now I can go back and forth, but that way I'm not adding any more darkness, and it blended that right out. Make sense? So just, if what you see needs to be blended, think about what you're going to blend it with, whether you want it to get darker or you want it to stay lighter. All right. Okay, so eyes are done. Concealer, contouring is already done. And now I can go in, I'm going to shake up my shade 3 and add. Now, the other thing, I'm probably only going to add about 4 drops. I already have plenty of coverage with my concealers. So right now, I am just blending it out and finishing the look with my Airbrush foundation. So I already, you know, there's really nothing else I need to cover. I just want to smooth all of this out to make it look flawless. I'm like, there's no other word. So I'm going to start the airbrush. There's air that comes out, and so as soon as you turn on the system, there is air. So you want to hold it about 4 finger widths away. No product is being released until you pull back on this trigger. So I start my movement and then start airbrushing on my nose, under, between my lip and my nose, down on the other side. Right here, right here. And now I'm just making those passes until everything gets blended. Now you can already tell, you're like, oh, okay, my contour still shows up, but there's not as much of a difference between this underneath my eyes versus my contour. I am going to blend this just a little bit more. Yeah, guys, feel free to share this video if you have someone that's interested. That's why I kind of like going through everything, and then we're going to do lashes at 11. But that way they get to see how it's done. Guys, I can sing, talk, answer email or answer messages, drink my drink, everything while airbrushing. So if I can do that, anyone can airbrush. Now, the movement that you're doing is just like if you were going to buff it on. but you're not going to touch the face. Now I am going to go in and powder. You can powder for sure. You don't, you know, if you don't need it, then don't do it. But notice how I'm powdering right after I airbrush. There's no drying time in between. But if yours is feeling a little wet, or if you do have to have some drying time, just know that's what you're going to get to, where you don't have to have drying time. So just make sure you understand that. All right, so now I'm going to take I'm going to take, nope, wrong one. Hold on. And this is one of my favorite tricks, just because one, it is so pretty. Actually, that's the only thing. Oh man, that came out folks again. All right, so I'm still staying natural because I am going to do a lip that pops, but I'm taking Pounce in the Lion King collection, and I'm actually going to put it on my hand, just like that. Woo. I love this color. I'm going to take my blush brush. I'm using it as blush. With blush, you want to start at the apples of the cheek and work back. Sometimes I add a little bit to my chin and forehead just because I feel like it ties it, but not a ton of it. This color on your cheeks is amazing. So again, look for colors, not necessarily what it is. All right. So the only thing left I have to do are lips and eyeliner and lashes. Lashes we're going to do at the 11 o'clock. So now let's go in. Let's see what lip I want. I really like this color. So I'm going to use a liquid lipstick, and this one is, it's Hot Salsa. Should I wear Hot Salsa or should I do Waze? Waze or Hot Salsa? Where's the hot salsa? Let me know what I should do. Oh. Bailey, thank you for joining us. This is a chromatic one. What is this one? That one is cranberry pop. Should we do cranberry pop? Don't know what to do. I think that's it. That's it. Yeah, it's like no, it's Waltz. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. It's Waltz. Right? No, is it? I don't have my contact or my glasses on. It's Waltz. Waltz. I use Waze, but this is Waltz. Linda just put on Bloody Rose. So I wanted to use either one of the new, like, I love these lip stain, or the, I love the lip, liquid lips, because, I love the liquid. They're so creamy, guys. They're so creamy. They stay on, and everybody, I threw everybody for a loop, didn't I? But then I really like the chromatics because it has a shimmer to it. But I'll stick with, I don't know. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to combine them. Waltz will go with what I'm doing, but I kind of wanted the pop color. So let's combine them and see what happens. Okay, this is Waltz. Not to be confused with Waze. Maybe we're going to make Waze by combining them. I go in, I make sure, since I'm not wearing a lip liner, that I get it to the edge. Now I'm going to go in and add the hot salsa on top. But you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to blot. And then go all the way to the edge. I'm going to get my little closer upper mirror. I feel like it deepened this color a little bit more. But I seriously could sit there and do all this all day. I love how it feels. And get that edge. There we go. Fix that. Okay. So there we go. We combined two. It just made it maybe a little more deeper, I feel. So there you go. All right, guys. That is it for today. No, just kidding. We're going to be back. We're going to be back at 11, just a few minutes. I'm going to put on lashes, finish the look, and then we'll be set to take down the hair so you get to see the completed look. All right. Have a wonderful Thursday, guys. Don't forget to share the video. If you have some new people, maybe you have some friends, maybe somebody interested in it, you can always post it. They can join us and have some fun. All right. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.